Showboating Sports, guys. Man, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the subscribe and share button so we can get this thing rolling. So, like I said, if you're new to the channel, man, appreciate you guys for showing up. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And if you are returning to the channel, thank you, fam, for showing back up. You know, we always have a good time. We do this every weeknight at 10 p.m. Tonight, I'm not going to hold you guys because we're going to talk a little bit about Spence versus Thurman at 154, and they saying it's official. Adrian Molina, what's up? Salute, fam. Back up, my guy. And yeah, I see that. You said, what's up, show? Boxing family. Hope all is well. What a beast of a fight. Good night. Sometime. Yeah. So, man, you know, word is going around with like I said, I ain't gonna hold you guys long tonight, but I want to get on here and discuss about this situation right here, my thought process. Also, let me open up these phone lines real quick because let somebody come in here and sound off real quick. How's there? Soul Wonders, what's up? Salute, fam. Appreciate you for showing back up. I'm gonna open up these phone lines real quick because you know how we do. We always have the phone lines going because somebody might want to come in here and sound off. You know how that goes down. We're there. Bring the smoke. Anybody want some of the smoke? Give smoke, take smoke, whatever else. We want to be able to give them the opportunity. What's up, T-Word? Salute, fam. Appreciate you rolling back up in here, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna talk a little bit. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all all night tonight, man. We're gonna but I want to get in here to address this real quick. Have a quick one on this one. Spence versus Thurman at 154, reported by Mike Coppinger and ESPN. What's y'all's thoughts on that, man? What do y'all think about that 154? We'll let you guys sound off real quick. Get your thoughts on that, man. Yeah, like I said, we do have the phone lines open, guys. We always have that up and rolling. Have that up and rolling, man. Everybody's breaking the news. Everybody's breaking the breaking news everywhere around the block. So, like I said, we are going to let it all ring out, man. What in the world? Time to do some upgrading. Don't know what's going on with that. It's political boxing at 152. Yeah, they said it's at 154. You heard it's at 152, man. Yeah, I'm hearing it's at 154. Yeah. Yep. So they say it's official, like you guys said. Said that when he comes back, he'll have with this thing, man. Hopefully, you guys can keep hearing me, man. Way this screen thing is blocking. I don't know if it's. I think so on my computer. I actually signed on, had all this stuff on, and then it started acting kind of crazy. You know what I mean? And so I want to go on with it because I'd already signed on, and I didn't want to sign back out and sign back on. So, but anyway, yeah, it's saying that I'm hearing 150 is to make the fight with Jaron Ennis and not Jaron Ennis with Bud, and that's what I'm hearing. It's a big payday for Spence, but when it was Bud getting a payday, it was cool for others. Yep. He's saying T-Word said that it was cool when Bud did it, but now that Spence doing it, now everybody got something to say about it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Yeah, two-time finesse. That dude funny as hell, man. Down there ripping clubs off in the city. Yeah, dude down there ripping clubs off, man. Stealing money, mom out stealing money and everything else, man. It's a crazy situation, man. But yeah, T, yeah, I see Spence them doing it. Man, they've been looking for a reason to get at EJ. Yeah, man, they've been looking at a reason to get at EJ. They have, man. They have. They've been looking at it, man. So this gave them one. This gave them one to get right up on it, ain't it? Crazy, ain't it? Man, I got some thoughts on this one, man. Like I said, I ain't got a lot of thoughts, but I got a little bit of thoughts. And Yeah, man. I'm gonna share mine here in just a minute about this whole situation, man. Plus, um, so like I said, he has 60 days to make that right with Crawford, or he's got to vacate the belt, right? Then you got the IBF. The IBF is saying, hey, we still pro Jaron Ennis. So that means you got 120 days. So you don't have 60 days after the Keith Thurman fight. So this thing is starting to build up, and it seems like it's gonna be a crazy situation, man. You know, but I'm sure Spence, Al Heyman, everybody already got it thought out. We just don't know. You know what I mean? I'm sure those guys got it already mapped out of what they gonna do. You know what I mean? But all right, let me tell you guys my thoughts on this situation, man. I know Mike Coppinger said that he's hearing this breaking news, right? Sources told him, someone from the sanctioning bodies told him about it, and so that's what he's going with. And ESPN, what's really going is to Sting when EJ gets 15 million and Keith get 10 million. Yeah, it could be. Could be. What's up, Brian? Yeah, it could be. But this is my thoughts on that whole situation. I'm not going to put any stock into this until I hear it out of PBC's mouth, because my point is this. I think they might be leaking fake and crazy news like they keep doing to Mike Coppinger and ESPN, because why would ESPN and Mike Coppinger hear everything first? You know what I mean? He said, in short, Spence needs to negotiate and book a fight with Bud before April. Yeah. You're right about that. My point is this. Um, my thoughts of this is I don't trust Mike Coppinger. I think the information he got is the information he got. He's telling the truth about the information he got, but do I think that's factual information? Nah, I really don't. I think what Mike Coppinger got is just something that they wanted to leak to him to let him run out and make him look like a fool like they did last time. I think he's so quick and gun ho to report something that they all rushing out as fast as they can, right? And right when I saw it, I was hesitant to believe. Yeah, man. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm gonna wait till I hear it from PBC, and I just don't believe anything that Mike Carpenter that comes from his sources at ESPN. I just think that they keep playing them dudes and they putting them out there and selling them some wolf tickets. And the first thing that they do is run to Twitter. And I think that right there is a good move on PBC, which some of it could be true, but I don't think all of it is true. But I think it's a good thing that they running in there and doing it, because that's free publicity and it's coming from another network. So now they got all the ESPN fans, which is top rank, and everybody else. So they're letting them break that story, and Mike Coppinger is playing right in their hands. So PBC is getting a lot of bang for their buck by just allowing that to leak before they really tell you the truth, which is genius on their part. Now, would it be at 154? I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that one, but I'm just saying, in my thought process, I don't understand the relevancy at 154. I really don't. So that's why I say when you hear 154, it just doesn't make sense that Spence is going to move up 7-8 pounds. They have to move right back down to go fight that, because that's going to take a major toll on your body. I can't say it's not going to happen, because a lot of times I've been wrong about a lot of shit that people been moving kind of crazy. It just doesn't make sense to me to put on that kind of muscle and come back down, because it's going to wreak havoc on your body, and it's going to make it harder for you to make 147 once you've gained that muscle to go up that. Both them two guys are going to be tired going up in there fighting each other. I know it probably gives Spence the more advantage than it gives Thurman, so it might be a tactic. Not sure. I know Thurman is really adamant about staying at 147, like he told Danny, going there and because Danny wanted a rematch, and he told Danny, man, go in there and stop being lazy and go do the road work and come on in at 147. I'll give you at the rematch, but I'm staying at 147. Now I do know that if Spence says we got to fight at 154, then Thurman's gonna fight at 154 because he wants the payday and he wants that shot at the title. But I just don't understand why Spence would want to go put his body through that at this situation to be 154 and then have to come back down to 147. I don't understand that one. So that's why I say I don't really believe that one. I don't think that they let all these details get out and have sanctioned bodies putting their foot in their mouth and all that, because then you're saying that one sanctioning body supersedes the 147. I mean, supersedes IBF. You know what I mean? And all the sanctioning bodies talk, and I'm sure they all kind of are like on the same page a little bit. WBC mandatory, you know, they said that it was a catch weight in another sanctioning body, and it wasn't WBC that agreed and said that they allowed that to happen, because he's defending the WBC belt. That's why I said it just doesn't make sense. People rushing into that. and I'm just not gonna believe it. What's up, Hollywood? Yeah, said you missed the show last night. Oh man, don't worry about it. It's on there, man. You can go check it out. He said I was at the tank fight. Shit was electric. Oh man, I bet it was, man. Last tank fight I was at, it was down in Atlanta. It was a really good fight, man. Yeah, man. We only talking about this Spence and Thurman situation, and everybody's saying it's official. They may have something official like that. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna go with what Mike Coppinger and ESPN says, man. Them guys are clowns. And I know everybody's trying to hurry up and have breaking news and want to be the first one to deliver the news. And I'm not putting no stock in that shit. But I want to talk to you guys. You know how we do. We all cut it up. We all talk. And I want to come here and chop it up with you guys and just, get my thoughts together. Because I was going to do a quick little video. I'm going to start doing my video shorts and starting to put that stuff out there. But I was like, nah, I'm not rushing into this shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm seeing all these other YouTubers are rushing in there and everybody wants to break the news. Everybody wants to break the news. At the end of the day, man, the boxing game has made a lot of people look like fools for the past year. So I'm like, you know what, man? I ain't got to be the first person to go out there and just say it and be looking kind of crazy. But I'm going to say my thoughts on it is, believe him and Keith Thurman fighting 154. That's hard to believe. And the rest of that shit, I don't know. He said, yeah. He said, I believe it. He said, I believe it because of sanction body stuff with the WBA 60-day clause. Yeah. Could be right. But one of the things I'm thinking about was the WBC saying? Are they allowing it to happen? They didn't say nothing about them. Hold on 1 second. Here we go.
ATL Intimate Sports.
Showboating Sports, you on ATL. What's up with you, fam?
Showboat, what's going on, man?
Man, what's up, man? You sound better today, man. That hangover gone, man.
Don't do that to me. What's going on, man?
Yeah, nothing much, man. What's your thoughts on this one right here?
Hey, the man did exactly what he said he was going to do, right? I just was talking to someone on another channel about this same thing, man. I said everything Spence said that he was going to do, he did. Mm-hmm. Just like after the fight with him and Ugas, right? Mm-hmm. He said, "I'm calling Crawford out. Mm-hmm. This is the fight that I want." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We had an interview. He said, "If I don't get the Crawford fight, I'm gonna move up to 154 because I can't make the weight no more. You know, I'm getting older. I've been in this division for this long, and I just don't feel like I can make this weight no more. If I can't get Crawford, then I'm moving up." So I'm trying to figure out why is everybody panties in the bunch and what's the confusion? Because once again, this is what this man said he was going to do. Right. Period. Right. And then it's not saying, and then just like he said, look, I can spin the block. Mm-hmm. Everybody got to understand and realize that just because he's fighting at 154 don't mean he's going to lose his belt. Right. Look at Clarissa Shields, look at Canelo. They done moved up and fought different ways, and they still ain't lost their belt yet. So what's different from Earl Smith, man? Come on, man. Think about the realization of boxing, man.
Right.
It's not going like that. Everybody
what's your thoughts on Earl? Let's say he gets past Keith Thurman at 154. You think he'll try to fight Crawford at 154? You think he's going to come back down to have to fight at 147? What's your thoughts on that?
After this weekend and, seeing Boots fighting shit, man, like, I don't think Earl take Boots serious no more. So I think either he might stay up there at 154 or he might spin the block and try to fight Crawford. But everybody thinking he going to lose his belt if he move up and all this, and they worry about the wrong thing, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't
whoop keep ass.
I don't think the sanction, because listen, it all comes down to money with me. So I don't think he's going to lose that. I mean, with the sanction bodies, we all know that it's all about money, correct? But my point is, once you put on that kind of muscle, he's got to try to make the 147 for undisputed. Is going to wreak havoc on your body. That's why I say it's kind of confusing to me just from the aspect of that. It's just like Roy and them, those pounds of muscle changes the ball game up. You know what I mean? And putting on 8 pounds and dropping it,
This is what people don't understand, though. Ever since Spence got in his accident, man, Spence stay in the gym. He live a different lifestyle, man. When you don't see him, he's in the gym. Mm-hmm. They show different clips every time, but people don't remember that or think about that. They just want to remember the bad stuff. Oh, he got in a wreck. What was he doing? This and that. Mm-hmm. But now that man stay in the gym. He can make 147 if he wants to with no problem because he stayed in the gym. Mm-hmm. But he just said what he was going to do already. He said if he can't get this is what he's going to do. He put the contract out there. He put everything out there. And he couldn't get what he wanted. And so he just did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now one of the things about him saying,
in the bunch for.
You know, one thing I was going to say is it's a catch weight at 152. The one thing about it is just because they said it at 154 doesn't mean he got to make the 154. He could still come in at 150, 152. Like T said, it's a catch weight. He doesn't have to be there at the 154, but I'm just saying from a thought standpoint, we all know how that muscle is when you're losing that stuff. You know what I mean? It can weaken that, but I was just thinking what he was going to do after that.
You also know after the weigh-in, they're going to weigh about fucking 15, 20 more pounds than that.
Yeah. They definitely will. They definitely will.
You know what I'm saying? We got to be real about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is what it is, man. People got to accept it. It shouldn't be no surprise. This man said he was going to do this. And that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else to it. Accept it just like we accepted Ben sneezing. We accepted Ben sneezing, you know what I'm saying? At least we fighting a name. Well, you know what I'm saying? We ain't fighting nobody that's been sneezing.
Hey, Dungeon Talk said, I think Spence will only come back down for Undisputed. Yeah, I was just reading this what somebody said. Dungeon Talk, what's up with you, fam? He said, I think Spence will only come back down if it's for Undisputed. But we all know Crawford isn't going to lace up those tainted gloves. So I guess this is
so
yeah.
Man, shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a great time with you. We gotta do it again, maybe this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And turn up, man. You know how we do it, man.
All right, fam. Have a good one, man.
All right, show good.
All right, man. Appreciate it. He said, if this was a guy that never made 154, I'd think differently. It's gonna be oh yeah. It's gonna really hurt Keith. It's gonna really hurt Keith. Because Keith, listen, this is the problem with Keith. Keith was already tired at 147 last time. So them extra pounds gonna have him extra tired. He gonna be tired at that. So, but maybe Spence is choosing it. Maybe Spence is choosing that to as a marketing employee for well, not a marketing employee, but as a thing to drill it home with Crawford to tell him, hey man, I will come down to fight you. If not, I'm staying at 154, like y'all said. Maybe that might be what it is. Might be what it is. But like I said, I had to hear it from PBC other than hear everything more official from everybody but Mike Coppinger. You know what I mean? And ESPN. Because it's like they let stuff leak out for them dudes, and them dudes be looking crazy. You know what I mean? Like last time, Crawford and Spence already got it. And Keith ain't a big 147. Now, he definitely ain't. Keith definitely ain't a big 147. Oh, yeah. Spence gonna hit a lot harder. You know what I mean? But depends on what Spence come in at. And maybe the accident right there, Spence wanted to give himself a little bit more leeway because this last accident he had, you know what I mean? He might still be feeling a little bit something, whatever, you know. Making sure he can get back down to that. He don't want to stress himself out. Yeah, yep, exactly, T. That's why I said we come on here and we can discuss it, but I ain't making no videos on that until it comes from PBC and Showtime, man. You know what I mean? Because they gonna keep putting out misinformation because they did it last year. And look how many times Mike Coppinger came out last year. Oh, it's a done deal. Oh, they got this fight, they got that, and he was further from the truth than everybody else. They made that dude look bad, and he's steady doing it. Said keep looking for a payday. He knows he can't beat Spence. That's why they're not fighting for a belt. Well, they said they made a exception to the rule, so I don't know, man. That's what they saying, man. But like I said, we'll see something official because, like I said, really it was the WBC that got this party rolling. But like T said, they skipped the line. But they all sat there and they talked, and I'm sure they convened when all the sanctioning bodies did and they discussed it, and I'm sure they got each other on the horn to figure out what they're going to do. And dealing with Al Heyman, I'm sure they got a game plan in order to see how this thing is going to really go out. But let's talk hypothetically. It's the truth. Let's say it is the truth at 154. One time Thurman is a thunned son. Yeah. Hey, so let's say they fight at 154. We all know that's going to benefit Earl, should benefit Earl a whole lot more than it does Keith, right? So that's Keith just taking himself to the killing field. Oh, Espinosa liked the tweet from the boxing scene about the fight. What did it say about what did the tweet say from the boxing scene? What did it say? I think Spence on purpose said no belts on the line if I fight Thurman. Take that away from Thurman. Hey, ain't that petty? Hey, I'm all into petty. Listen, man, I want to see the Spence and Thurman fight, but from a boxing fan standpoint, right? But being me who I am, I'm petty, and I hate all the dodging that Keith did. And now Keith think he should get up there and get a belt. You know what I mean? I just get in line for that. I'm just still upset about that. I'm still in my feelings about that. Yeah, he always said never. Yeah. So if Keith win, Keith still don't win nothing. That is crazy. Send it to you on Twitter. All right, cool. All right, just got it. Let's see. All right. Yeah. While this is his titles are at risk for the discussion fight. All right, hold on. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and put this thing in. I'm gonna put this thing right here on it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get this thing in here where everybody can see it. Everybody, appreciate you, T. T Word just sent that to me on Twitter. I am getting ready to put it right up in the thing. I know I'm doing this the hard way. I should just go on in here but I didn't even have. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Let's get this bad boy together. All right. Man, come on. Let me see. Did I get that right? Hold on, guys. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Oh shit. I did that wrong. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Hold on. Let me get this right. T Word News reporting. Yeah. T Word be up on it, boy. Shout out to T Word. That dude be up on it. All right. Let me see. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me get this thing. T Word reporting. Here we go. We get up here for everybody to see it. Here we go. Bingo. There it is. Can you guys see that? There it is. While none of these titles are at risk for the still discussed fight with Thurman, Spence will be required to next defend his crown versus the winner of the currently postponed Eliminus Staniosis Virgil Ortiz WBA regular welterweight title fight. The lone exception to be granted will be Spence secures an undisputed championship showdown with WBO welterweight titleist Terrence Bud Crawford, though such plans will carry out within 60-day deadline. So it's saying the same thing. So boxing scene did it. So Steven Espinosa. So it's the same thing that they discussed, that Spence and Thurman gonna fight at 154, and the WBA is welterweight fight. So they're letting it happen. Yeah. So they just letting this long exception be granted. And they got 60 days after it's over with. So, but the point is that I'm thinking is, hold on, let me see. Let me get out of there. Shit. All right, there we go. That's what I'm getting on here. The thing that I'm trying to figure out is that, is everybody else agreeing on that? Is the WBC, I guess WC, another yeah. I don't understand. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, man, the thing that I don't understand about it, the WBC, I mean, everybody's I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I guess I go with it. It's above my pay grade, you know what I'm saying? Above my pay grade till it all comes out. And then I'll report on it at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, man, it's just, but if Steven Espinosa hit that one, then that means it's legitimate. You know that, like you said, T, if Steven Espinosa put his liked it, then it's got to be some truth to that. It's got to be some truth. So maybe Mike Coppinger is dead on point. Maybe he's right there on it, on target for that one. I don't know, but we'll find out. I just think that Keith taking this, so he will lose his belts. So they say it was an exception to this. So I don't know if he got an exception to this because of his accident. Y'all think that's what it's for, because of the accident? That he need to go ahead and make the fight and couldn't put it off because of the accident. And he was saying, I might have a hard time, so let's fight up there. Fight at 154. And then that acclimates him to fight at 154. And then if Crawford fights, he'll come back down for that. And if Crawford doesn't fight, then he stays at 154. So I guess that's a win-win situation for Spence. And it makes it hard as hell on Thurman, which is cool. I'm with anything that makes it hard on Thurman. Anything. You know what I mean? I'm with it. Because Thurman did all that ducking, man. I think he should have to go climb a mountain, hang glide across swim across the sea and all that. You know what I'm saying? Said it makes sense, yeah. So I'm with it, man. I'm with it. But like I said, I'll wait till it comes back from somebody from Mike Coppinger. But hey, as long as I see a damn fight, man, I want to see a good fight. That's all I care. That's all I care about is that. You know what I mean? But now I wonder if they turn right around and say, okay, he got to come back down and fight Bud at 147, or will they make another catch weight for it? I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Especially if Bud time going up there getting Jermell Charlo, you know, maybe, or maybe they got to be on point for the undisputed. Now that's something I don't know. I don't know if they can do that with undisputed or not. Never heard that when I had to cross that bridge. I think it's 154, so Spence will have to make 147 too many more times. Yeah, he won't have to make 147 too many times. Yeah, he won't. Well, Dungeon Talk, but like they said, like everybody was in here saying, is that if he doesn't, if Bud doesn't fight him, he can stay at 154 and drop the belts. But if Bud fights him, then they'll cross that bridge when Bud agrees to it. Other than that, he can stay right where he is. I want to come out Texas to see it. Never been to Texas. Oh, you want to go to Texas and see that fight? Yeah, I say that's where it's going to be. It's going to definitely be in Texas at Jury World. You know that? Man, going to be tough. Tank and Ryan supposed to be in April, but they'll delay that. I don't think Tank and Ryan will go up against that. But you know what? They'll move it a week. They said April the 15th, but they'll wait whatever date that Spence and them chooses, because I'm sure Al and them already got that date. I think they snatched up a whole bunch of venues towards the end of last year. They snatched them all up. So whatever ones they snatched up, they can go look on there and see which ones PBC already got. Then they can make their discussion. Like they can come like a week later, 2 weeks later, or something like that. If Spence them choose the beginning of April, or they got to go to 1st of April, is what they'll have to do. But if they got April 15th and they can't move it around, then they stuck. They're going to have to put somebody else on that card and move the date. You talking about between Tank and Ryan and Keith and Spence? Yeah, that's a hard decision, man. That's a hard decision. Spence may as well make plans to stay at 154 because Bud isn't going to fight Spence. Yeah, it's definitely a hard pick. Yeah, good Bud ain't. I don't think Bud going to accept that one, man. You know what I mean? What's up with you, Miss Karma? Miss Karma is in the building. Salute, fam. Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. Yeah, we in here talking about this Spence versus Thurman fight at 154. And Mike Coppinger saying it's really official in ESPN. And we all saying that we kind of hesitant about putting our stamp of approval on that until we hear something from maybe Espinosa, PBC, somebody from this end. Because you never know. They might not have the full story. Said Tank and Ryan could be the co-main event. Nah, Tank gonna want headlining. You know what I mean? Tank gonna want to headline his own thing, though. That budget ain't big enough. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a budget, man. They ain't gonna have that one. Tank and Ryan would be Cinco de Mayo. That would be a good one for them. That'd be a good one for them. But the thing about it is, will Canelo choose that? Now, listen, if Canelo chooses that and they got to run head-to-head with that, Canelo gonna be up Shit's Creek with that one, with Tank and Ryan. That's a hard one to go against, especially when Canelo's fighting John Ryder. You know what I mean? Oh, did I? What was it at? What was it at? I didn't see it, Terry. Oh, the Karma Serene, the goddess. Is that which one you talking about? Is that which one you want up there, Terry? We got you, Terry. We got you, Terry. Is that the one you talking about? Said Canelo gonna get smoked. Yeah, if he goes up against Tank and Ryan, man. Yeah, PBC has that date too. Yep. Yeah, they got that date. They got it. I wonder who they'll put on that date if Canelo goes out. Ooh, it's gonna be a crazy one, man. I wonder who PBC would put on there. He said, nah, damn, big guppy. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Hey, listen, it's gonna be a traffic jam within them. The one that says damn big guppy. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me go up here. Hold on. Let me go up here and find Terry Smoots. Oh, okay. He said, damn, big guppy duck to go fight the journeyman gatekeeper Uber driver at 154. Spence ducking 147 now is pure sadness. Hey, Terry Smoot said Spence is up there ducking just to go fight a cab driver. Said it's sad, man. Said it's sad. Said Tank versus Ryan would blow Canelo out the water domestically, especially if he fights Ryder. Yep. She's right. Domestically, it's over. Yep. A lot of people. But listen, Tank got a big name for himself, man. But like you said, domestically, they got it. But when you start talking internationally, yeah, Tank is big, but I don't know how big he is internationally yet. Said he wants shock value. Yeah, he said, Showboat, you my man, 100 grand. Appreciate you, fam. Hey, you need to hit the lotto and send your boy 100 grand, man. Hit the lottery, man. Somebody need to hit that damn lottery, man. I've been trying, man. And I'll retire and just go see fights, man. I'll just be having channels and going to go see fights. That'd be 100% my life for a while. Said can bring Mexican fans. Yeah. Ryan and Oscar. Yeah, they definitely will. Hey, Ryan got a lot of fans, man. So you see, as ESPN was advised not to speak on the success of the fight. No, I didn't catch that. I didn't even catch it. What they do, Terry? They said, what they do? Mull over it. They act like they didn't want to talk about that, which is crazy, man. ESPN was also advised not to speak on Dana White, too. Yeah, I believe that. I definitely believe that. Yeah. Hey, but ESPN don't mind riding down on somebody else. Listen, ESPN will ride down on everybody. Certain people they won't touch, certain topics they won't. So yeah. Hey, it probably was, man. But it's gonna be a good one though, man. Hey, I do think that it's gonna be a bad situation if Canelo jumps in there. Because and like T said, PBC snatched up a lot of them dates last year, and then Cinco de Mayo was one of them. So I don't know what Canelo gonna do about that John Ryder, if he's even gonna fight on that day. You know how sometimes Canelo will come off those dates. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, how Tank did record, record gate numbers. Yeah. Yeah, Tank definitely blew that out the water, didn't he? My goodness. Tank sold that thing out, man. Dude, Tank and Ryan is gonna be a big ass fight, dude. It's gonna be a big ass fight because Ryan got a lot of casual boxing fans. You know what I mean? Off Twitter and stuff like that, and they don't know a lot about boxing, so they're gonna definitely watch Ryan. And then plus, boxing fans gonna watch Ryan too. And then Tank got everybody. Tank got superstars coming in watching him. A lot of celebrities coming in for that one. So it's star-studded event right there. That's gonna be a good event. It's gonna be a good event. Keith and Spence is gonna be a good event. You know what I mean? So Ryan and Tank, they got to let Keith and Spence have the way on that one. That's gonna be a big one. Yeah, Tank bring all the women out. Good Lord. Yeah, Tank do. Ryan does too, man. Ryan brings a lot of them girls out, boy. Listen. If you're looking for some chicks, go to that fight. Well, you gotta be young, a young dude. If you're a young dude, you're a young guy, go to that fight. Do I think Tank and Ryan set the pay-per-view record? Nah, I don't think they pay-per-view 5 million. I don't think so. I don't think they will. I think they'll do really well, but I don't think that they'll come close to 5 million. He said a bunch of bad chicks, not hood bums. Oh, okay. Well, listen, with Ryan in that camp, it's gonna be crazy. Ryan brings a hell of a fan base, dude. He brings a hell of a fan base. Him and Javante, it's gonna be crazy, especially wherever they fight at. If they fight at the Staples Center, oh my goodness, it's gonna be unreal. 700K. Said the record is too high now. Yeah, they with Floyd and them. You talking about with Floyd and them? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna touch that one, man. Ryan does. Listen, Ryan has a big Fire Sticks is real, but the thing about it is Ryan's fan base doesn't translate like it should. You know what I mean? Like Ryan has a lot of social media fans, but a lot of them just don't come out and buy a whole lot of pay-per-view. They just don't. So a lot of them just like Ryan because you know what I mean? The women just like Ryan. They like his looks and all that stuff. So where you think the venue gonna be at? LA or Vegas? I live here in Long Beach, Cali, like 25 minutes from LA. I think it's gonna be in LA. It should be in LA. I think if they smart, they'll put that in LA. Because the Mexican fan base in LA, plus all the superstars, and a lot of people love going to Cali. LA or Vegas. It's got to be at one of those two spots. It's got to be LA and Vegas. It's got to be one of those, man. And Vegas is just like saying LA because everybody's traveling to Vegas. You know what I mean? They said Vegas. Hey, listen, they won't miss nothing. Yeah. Vegas, listen, either one of those two, that's the best two spots. It can't be in no other place. It's got to be Vegas or in LA. You know what I mean? Now they could do it down in Jury World. They could do it down there. But I think they'll get a better turnout in Vegas. Vegas or what's the name? You know what I mean? And then plus the thing about Vegas, which is nice, is that so many people from around the world is traveling to Vegas. Yeah, LA to Vegas is only about 5 hours. Oh, okay. The thing about Vegas that makes Vegas such a really good spot is because they have so many other events that's going on in Vegas, and a lot of people already traveling in Vegas from all over the world. And when they know it's already going to be a fight there, they already there gambling anyway. So you're going to get people that's just there to spend money, gamble, party, and go to events that's already in Vegas anyway. You know what I mean? And it's easy to get everybody in and out of Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Hotels and all this accommodating. So just think, if there's Vegas might be the place to go. Vegas probably would be the number one spot, I would say. Vegas, then LA. I put my money on Vegas is where it needs to be. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, listen, it doesn't even take a rocket science to figure that out. The biggest thing is what you do is you just look at the blueprint Mayweather used. You know what I mean? Mayweather chose Vegas all the time. You know what I mean? For that simple fact right there. It made so much money in Vegas. You know? Vegas made a lot of money, a whole lot of money for Floyd. So when he did those, hey, you might as well go to Vegas. Yeah. And no Raiders games. Yep. Yep. It'll be off the chain. So Vegas is perfect. Vegas probably would be the number one to go. You know what I'm saying? But I was just thinking about the foot traffic you're gonna get down there in LA too. The Hispanic population, man, but they're gonna travel all the way to Vegas anyway. Then you can have a lot of people from around the country gonna fly into Vegas. So there you go. And around that time of year is nothing really going on. Said, I think the winner of Ryan versus Tank will be the top cash cow in boxing in terms of popularity. They may pass Canelo. T-Mobile Arena holds 17,000. Yeah, they just definitely need to go on to a Vegas. But you could be right. You could be right. You could be right. Hey, listen. The only thing about it is like Karma said, domestically, hey, it's off the chain. But when you start talking internationally, you know, Canelo got a lot of fans from a lot of countries, man, from a lot of places that I don't know. I really don't know if Tank is touching these other countries like Canelo is, you know what I mean? Or Ryan is, you know? So when you start talking the face of boxing, that's saying a lot. That's saying a whole lot. That's saying a whole lot. The best shot at I ain't gonna say him becoming the face of boxing, but what could rival Canelo would have been the winner of Bud and Spence, especially if Spence had to pull that off. That was one of the biggest fights to be made. That one right there would have pushed the winner of that one on up. That would have been an old school type fight, type brawl, which would have been awesome. But maybe we'll still see it if Spence get on past Thurman and there's no more BS involved. You know what I'm saying? No more unforeseen silly stuff that comes up, you know? And then we have to see what the IBF is going to do. We got to see how the IBF is going to handle this. Because after the Thurman fight, they're saying that Spence have 60 days with one sanctioning body, but he's not going to have that with the IBF. The IBF is going to be like, hey, you right there at it, bro. Into April, you got to be making your way. Because Spence has 120 days after the fight that just happened on January the 7th. What puts him right there at the very beginning of May. So he really doesn't have 60 days to negotiate at that point. So that's why I say all this stuff, man, is just is getting to be crazy. It's getting to be confusing, man. And at the end of the day, man, these dudes just need a damn fight. Spence needs to go on and handle this Thurman situation. Hopefully he get past Thurman and get on over there. Because you're still dealing with Thurman, man. You know what I mean? Anything can happen when you're dealing with somebody that's like an IBF said 120 days. Yeah, but the 120 days started back in January the 7th. Nah. I didn't see that. The 120 days starts after. No. The 60 days starts after April. And that's not with the IBF. The IBF is 120 days, but that was after Boots' last fight, which was this past Saturday. So see, Spence had 4 months after January the 7th. Yeah, he does need a book, but listen, they could negotiate that contract and have that contract ready. You know what I mean? Nah, the 120 days doesn't start in the 120 days started in January. Yeah, 120 days for the IBF started in January. Showboating Sports. Hello? Oh, he hung up. He had to call back. Yeah. Now the 60 days start after April, after the Keith Thurman fight. So those are two different sanctioning bodies. So, but anyway it goes, as long as Spence has a Crawford fight in play, signed, ready by the end of April, as soon as the fight is over with, if they go ahead and negotiate and have it out now, that if he's victorious, they already got it out there, got already stuff worked out. He goes on to that Crawford fight, then they good. And you ain't hearing nothing from Crawford, so that's a good sign. You ain't hearing Spence talk about Crawford. You ain't hearing Crawford talk about Spence, so that's a good thing. So he's telling Crawford. Crawford told Spence to go ahead and circle the block. So at the end of the day, when everything is all said and done with, all they gotta do is already have it, just like Tank and Ryan already had it already negotiated out. All I gotta do is sign and get it going. Then you good. Then it kills all the other confusion. You know? So maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe that's what it is. But that's what we need. That's what we need done. Because other than that, this shit's gonna get real confusing. But they'll make it official. They'll make it official within the next day or so, I say. Next couple of days. I say Spence is gonna be the first one to break the news. I know Mike Coppinger wanted to rush out and get it done. Hello? Showboat Sports. Hello? For some reason, man, I'm not hearing you, man. Maybe am I off? Well, I'm hearing it come through my thing. Gerald, you had to try back again, man. I don't know what it is doing on your end, but on my end, every time I try to answer, it's not letting me answer. Something is going dead on your end. So I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what that is. Hold on, let me check it out and see, man. Yeah, I don't know what that one is, fam. Yeah, you might want to try that one again. All right, here we go. Let's check this thing out and see, man. All right, there we go. Try it again. Try it again, man. Try it again real quick. Yeah, man. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully, man, we'll hear that. But I just want to get on here tonight and talk about that a little bit, man. So, like I said, I'm not gonna do a main video on that. I'm gonna start doing my videos again, but I think I'm gonna take a break from all these people trying to rush in and be the first one to go out and report news. And next thing you know, you're looking kind of silly on that one. You know what I mean? I guess we all do it. We all have done it. I've done it a few times, but I was like, nah, I'm not running off Mike Coppinger. But what T Word said is that he said that Steven Espinosa liked that from was the boxing scene that we had up that they shared, and Steven Espinosa put that up. Yeah, off the boxing scene, there it is. I put it back up on the screen again. That's what Steven Espinosa liked. So it tells all about is that the belt's on the line, that they did make a one-time, they granted a one-time pass for this fight right here, and that Spence could lose his belts on there. And so they got that. But then after this is over with, Spence has 60 days to make that fight with Crawford. Or, or guess what? He's got to go fight the winner of Staniosis and Virgil Ortiz. That's what they said. So I don't know if they're gonna slide that in before Jaron Ennis or whatever else, but hey, who knows? Jaron Ennis might get, I don't know how that's gonna go. He might get shafted on that one. But Staniosis has been waiting for a while. So that's why I say this stuff is crazy, man. Then now they're saying that Boots trying to figure out who Boots might fight next. So we never know, man. We never know what we're gonna get, man. Yeah. But like I said, guys, I want to get on here and talk that out with y'all, man. That's all I got for tonight, man. Hopefully we hear some news real soon in the next day or so. So I'll catch you with everybody tomorrow night, man. Y'all have a good one, man. I appreciate y'all coming here and discussing this one out with me, man. And maybe some of the people can click on this video and see how we discussed it on here, man. And go from there. Because, man, all that rushing in and saying is 100%. I'm going to wait, like I said, from PBC until we hear that. But hopefully Spence them will be doing it, man. But anyway, guys, I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow night, man. Like I said, we say what we say and we stand on it. That's straight up, no chaser. So until tomorrow night, we out, fam. Oh, yeah. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, the likes and subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit the notification bell icon. So that way, when the new stuff comes out, you guys will be the first one to know. And we do this every weeknight at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. So until tomorrow night, guys, I'm out. Appreciate y'all fight, fam. Make sure I ain't missing nothing on the way out the door. Peace, guys.